I am personally not a big fan of Sony headphones. In particular, their model 1000X-M3 was remarkable mostly for its active noise cancelling, keeping the sound quality on a medium level. As I was offered to check Sony's fresh in-ear headphones M7, I mentally got prepared for anything apart from an excellent sound. Long story short, shouldn't have done that before I tried, as life is full of surprises. Shall we start? Earphones are $830 in price. That automatically presents them as product of almost premium class. Therefore, a Japanese company understood that it should not be delivered in a simple zip bag and stuff the box of M7 with the wildest set of ear tips that I saw in my life. There are two choices among the materials, silicone and some kind of foam without a memory effect, but as for the sizes, you've got 13 variations in total, which means that whatever big your ears are, you are still getting the tip that fits you perfectly. Also, you will find two cables in the box, regular and the balanced one, of course with Pentagon connector, cause this is Sony earbuds after all. The cords look simple, but it's never a flaw for me. Ear hangers do not have any wires inside, they are soft and comfortable. With the same words, I can describe the cables themselves. Worth to mention the case with a magnetic organizer. This slotted thing looks like what the f is that, but in practice, it's one of the most convenient accessories. Earphones are made mostly of plastic, the ports are damped and the connectors of the cords look a bit suspicious, however it's compatible with the MCX. If you want so much, go ahead and replace the cable, but keep in mind that Sony engineers did a great job to create a reinforced system based on a coaxial connector, so I personally wouldn't betray the idea. Nozzles are large in diameter, however they are pretty long, so there should be no problem with filling the space in your ear. Also, that benefits with the remarkable sound isolation, but is never worth being hit by a sleepy driver while crossing the street in these earbuds, so please just be careful with that. Inside, the model is based on Sony-owned BA drivers with magnesium 4-section housing. This is made to fight distortions and resonances. Here you might have guessed that there is no crossover in the earphone's body. Their impedance is 24 ohms, sensitivity is 103 decibels per milliwatts. I must say that M7 turned out to be quite tight, especially as for the quad amateur one. They do not make any unwanted background humming literally with anything in our office, in particular even with the powerful balanced amplifier iBasso AMP4S. From here I see not much sense in plugging these earphones to smartphones, simply because if you want to get at least comfortable volume level, you'll have to turn the sound on the smartphone to its maximum. If that is not against your audiophile's mind, go ahead, but frankly speaking, these guys deserve more decent source. Speaking about the sound, IER-M7 are unusual headphones, as on the one hand they sound highly melodic and immersive, and from the other side they do not cut or damp the treble. Bass is adjusted to be more biting, but not too aggressive to sound dry. Due to that, we receive clear details and musical sound, which means that while listening to live music, for example a double bass is no longer breaking winds, but now you can taste its blast. In electronic music you feel more subtleties of samples. And finally, the percussions in metal play really sharp and knocks on the skull absolutely ruthlessly as it should be. Lows are deep and highlighted, but not as much like Sony loves to do in many their models. The middle frequencies, fortunately or unfortunately, doesn't jump into the monitor way of representation of the smallest nuances. What might be affected? On good recordings, it will hit your balls instead of letting you hear everything to the last drop. On the contrary, the sound of what you definitely know is just okay will be cleaned out and more enjoyable for long listening. To be more specific, M7 do not mumble, they sound detailed but without the surgical precision as in many BA models. As for the highs, that's where we start feeling how logic in balanced lows and mids is just falling apart. To be more specific, the highs here are juicy and freshy to the extent that their clarity is enough to maintain a couple of headphones. And by the way, you won't hear any alien hissing sound by default. Treble has an outstanding length and allows you to clearly hear sounds up to 12 kHz, when most of the headphones after 7 to 9 kHz just bring something to fill the bandwidth. Sony engineers managed to accomplish the task that almost always turns failed in BAs from China, tightened nasty areas and lifted up more pleasant ones. In the result, we get full-fledged sound together with a wonderful reflection of overtones, natural bow instruments, and at the same time almost without pricking. Only sometimes M7 IER-M7 can tweak your ears slightly, but this doesn't happen often and therefore is not annoying, but rather adds some playfulness. Also, here's to Sony for relieving me from sibilances completely. I wish that our microphone gets rid of them in my voice too. The overall soundstage in this IEM is clear and honest without some artificial enhancements, as due to the high clarity and nice contrast between sounds of different volume, it was an easy goal for Sony. Besides, good headphones will never force you to choose some specific style of music. M7 holds this position either. From Beethoven to Meshuggah, everything sounds awesome. In any case, I received a lot of pleasure when listening absolutely random stuff with these guys. Summarizing, I'll say that for the money that you may spend on M7, you can basically get almost 10 pairs of INU H5 that are pretty nice earphones, but in our case, by sacrificing the budget, you are getting something that will really grab the attention of either audio nerds as well as general music lovers. The first one will be surprised with resistance to the background noise and well set highs, and regular enthusiasts will enjoy the energy and the emotional level of the sound. I won't insist on spending the fortune on Sony IER-M7, but what I will definitely insist on is trying them out as soon as you get the chance. If you like this video, hit the like button and also subscribe and ring the bell to stay tuned for more cool content. My thanks for watching and cheers!